All right, so after we went ahead and we grabbed the price in a session, and we went to, and we prepared the checkout, I want to go ahead right now and I want to work with the checkout. All right, submit the data of the order in a in a database table, and I want to create the model on all of that. So let me go ahead right there to this route, and I want to go copy this and I want to paste. So this will be a type of post. So all what we're going to do in this video, we're just going to submit the order in the database. That's actually everything. All right, so for the products, all right, we can keep the link as the same as the page that's simply displaying the form. All right, and I want to go ahead right here and I want to go store checkout, or process checkout, whatever that you want to call it. All right, so I'm going to keep this a capital. So this will be process dot checkout like that. So save this. Let me copy this right there and let me go back right here and let me paste this. Well, actually, let's comment this for a second, and I want to go ahead right there and I want to display my my checkout, let's see, my checkout view first. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to, let's see, let me go ahead and let me decomment this and let me remove that, and I want to go ahead and I want to remove this part, and also we can delete all of this. Actually, we want to go ahead right there and we want to remove this, and let's go return view, and let me go ahead to the products folder dot checkout, and yeah, this will be everything. So let me copy this and let me go to the products folder in the views, and let me create this file. So let me go .blade.php like that. So awesome. Let me now go ahead to my design. So there we go, checkout.html right there. So all what we're gonna do is just we're gonna copy the code from there. So there is the section for the background image and there is the section for the form. So let me copy this first. Let me paste it right there. So let's see, we can go to the cart right here and we can grab the code that simply allow us, let's see, we can paste this in. This is the code that's going to allow us to simply grab the template master. All right, so let me go to this section and I want to copy the whole thing. All right, so let me copy this. Let me go down at the bottom and paste it like that. So this possibly does not have a section. We need to end this section right here. I probably forgot to end this section. So we're gonna go section like that. All right, so we're gonna go right after this and we're gonna go end section like that. All right, so that's actually everything. So just save this. All right, so we want to go back right there. We want to refresh this. All right, we can actually make this hidden right now. Let's see if we go to the cart, we go down at the bottom for the part for the form. We're gonna change this from text to hidden, and we will save this. So this will be gone right now. All right, so as you can see, if we click proceed to checkout, you could actually see that we should go to the checkout view right there. All right, so there we go. There is actually the form. So now let's go ahead and fix the problem list, the checkout page. Let's go to this right there, and I'm gonna go asset, and let's go to the assets folder. Let's go to slash and then grab the image. So just cut this and paste like that. So let's save this. All right, so there we go. There is now the image. All right, so we have to go ahead and delete this part. That's simply messing up with the background image. All right, so check that out. Now it's working perfectly. I want to go ahead and actually display display the price in some kind of input down at the bottom right here. All right, so I want to go ahead down at the bottom of this. Let's see. There is the email address. There is a place order right there. So what we're gonna do is simply, go right under. We have the email address right there. So I'm just gonna copy this div, which simply contains an input, and I'm gonna paste it like that. And for this, we're not gonna actually need. This will be hidden, of course, but for now. Well, actually, let's go ahead and display the price right away. I'm going to change this. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead right there, and I'm gonna go session, and I'm gonna go get, and this will simply be price like that. So let's save this. Let's see what we got. All right, so as you can see, there is actually our price right over here. All right, so now let's process the logic. Let's go to the to the products controller, and let me go. Let's see. Let me go to one of those. Yeah, let me go to add to the cart right there, and let me go down at the bottom of this. Let me go right here and paste this in. So I wanna cut this right now. I wanna paste it like that. So we're gonna pass in the request since this is a form, and I'm gonna go right here and I'll make this so it will be checkout like that, and this will be stored in let's see, in the order table in the database, and this will be the order model for it. I'm going to create right here. All right, so we will have a lot of things to simply insert. So we can just go right away. Actually, let's see, we can simply remove this whole thing, and we can go request all like that. So this should grab everything and insert right away in the database. All right, so right after we insert, I'm gonna go redirect route product dot single blah 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 and all of that. So let's just comment this for now. And I want to go ahead after we insert. I want to go echo, and I'm gonna just go welcome PayPal payment, something like that. All right, because after we process the checkout, we should go ahead right away and go to the PayPal payment. But that's a topic for another video, so just save this like that. All right, so what we should do next is actually work with the form. So if we go to the checkout page, you can see that the form is huge. Actually, before even working with the form, we can just generate the model. All right, so let me go ahead, copy this, and open up your terminal. So I'm just gonna go PHP artisan make model, and I will make this so it will be in the product folder. So I'm gonna paste this in like that. All right, so there we go. Now the model is right there. So if we just go to the model, if we go to product, and if we go to order.php, if we go to the product right there, so let me copy this, so let me remove that. Let me go back right here, and I want to paste this in. So the table right there will be the orders table, and the fillable, well, actually there is a lot of things to work with right here. So we're gonna go right at the top, and the first thing it will be a first name, first underscore name, and right after this last underscore name. All right, so you can speed up the video. So state and country and street address, state right there, or country simply, can go address. All right, so, and right after this, well, there are two buttons two inputs right here, but we're gonna actually remove one. We will just give one button. So right after this, we have the city, the postcode, city. Let's actually go ahead, copy this and paste like multiple times. City right there. Zip code. All right, and we have the phone, the email address, and the price. Phone right there, email address, and the price. And we actually forgot the user ID. All right, so this is very important because we will allow every user to see his own orders. All right, so he can track them. So yeah, I would say that this is actually everything. And of course, we need something else, which is the status. So sorry about that. So the status will be simply the status of the order, whether it's being processed or it's being delivered, and all of that. All right, so this is everything. So just save this. Let's now go ahead, copy this, and go to my database right there. Let's click on new. All right. So there we go. If we just paste this in, actually we will need like a lot of columns right there. So if we go ahead, copy this right away, paste it in, this will be ID and this will be 10 characters. And if we go right there, this will be auto increment and it will be a primary key, of course, like always. So this will be 200, and right after this we have the last name. All right, so if we go state like that, and if we go varchar, and this will be address. So the address is going to be a type of text and the characters will be unlimited numbers. We better actually go ahead and make it so it will be for the street address, it will be a text area, not an input. But let's just move on with the table structure for now. All right, so there is the city and there is the zip code. All right, so let's paste this in. So this is zip code like that. So this can be 20, that's fine. And this is the phone number. All right, so it can be an integer and it can be 20. Some phone numbers can actually be ridiculously big. So this will be, all right, so there is the email and there is the price, and this will be 20 like that, and right after this we have the user ID. All right, so this will be integer and it will be 10, and we will need like 3 other columns. So there is the status, paste, and will be a varchar, it will be 200. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to set some kind of default value for this. All right, so we're gonna go right here on the default and we're gonna go as defined, and now we're gonna set up some default value that's going to be inserted by default every time we make an order. So this will be processing something like that. All right, make sure to type the right word. All right, so right after this I just want to go ahead and I want to do my created ad. This will be a type of timestamp and it will be current timestamp, and right after this I want to go updated at like that. All right, so it will also be timestamp, current timestamp. So if we go ahead and click save, all right, so the table is kind of huge, I know. So here we go. Let's now go ahead and take care of the form. So there is the checkout. So the form, the action is going to be route, and let's send in our route. If we go back right there, so this will be process.checkout. Let's paste this in. So do we have any kind of method right there? No, we do not. So let's go even before the action. Let's go method right there. Method, it's going to be post, simply. All right, so I want to go ahead and we want to make this like that. The design is the code is quite messed up, so like details. So we're gonna go all right, so there is the first name, so there is the name right there. So this will be first underscore name like that. Let me copy this and let me go right there and paste this in. So this will be last name. All right, so let me go. This is the state or the country. Well, looks like that this is a select box. So I want to go ahead and this will be state like that. So the name right there should be put in the select box. And since we have a select box, we have to make the HTML content is the same as the value, right? It's gonna grab the data from the value, not from the HTML content. All right, so right after this we have the street address, and again this will be a text area. So instead of input, this will be text area like that. So we're not gonna keep any type. The placeholder, house number, and street. All right, so that's fine. And you want to actually close this with a text area like that. So we're gonna go calls. This will be something like n, and rows will be something. Let's keep it 10 also. You know, we're just trying something. So the name for this, it's going to be address. Let's copy this. All right, so there is the second input, which we are not gonna need. So let me comment it like that. And yeah, this should also be commented. Let me cut this and paste it like that. All right, so now there is the new div. There is the town. So I want to go name. It's actually city, not town. So let me copy this and move to the next part, which is the zip code. So let me go zip underscore code like that. The phone number, let's go ahead and paste. So the phone right there, and there is the email address. All right, so there is email right there. But actually email like that. So let me copy this, and yeah, this is actually the price. So let me go right there and paste this in. So let's remove this label, and the type right here, it's going to be hidden. All right, or should we keep it text until we finish this whole thing up? We can keep it text, that's fine, until we finish this up. So this will be priced like that. And yeah, right after this we have the button for assembly. Let's remove this. So this will be a button. If we remove the href, this will also be a button like that. So we want to remove also this paragraph part. All right, so let me go ahead right there. So the type going to be submit, and the name is going to be submit right there. All right, so there is the part for the form. Well, we missed the CSRF, which should be right here. Let me go CSRF like that. Let me save this. I know that this is like, it's already 20 minutes, so it's crazy. So let me go right here at the checkout page. All right, so as you can see, there is actually the price, and again, this will be hidden, and there is the street address. So yeah, let me go ahead and try to insert my data. All right, so there is the last name. So the country, we can keep any country that we want. And apparently there is something messed up about about the select box. We're gonna fix it in a minute. The design does not matter right now. So let me just grab something from here. Let me paste it once again. All right, so the town or city, I'm just gonna keep it let's choose France, and I'm gonna keep this. All right, and the postal code and the phone number. All right, so we're gonna go right there, and we're gonna go email at gmail.com. So there is the price, and if we click place an order, let's see what's gonna go down. You should see some kind of message which we set in the controller, which is right there. Echo welcome to PayPal payment. So that's not a good sign. It's taken too much. Did we even include the order model? I don't think that we did. Yeah, we go right there, and if we paste this in, copy this and paste, and now let's copy this and paste and save. All right, so it's already giving us the error that we solved. All right, so let me go right there. Hopefully when we click, it's already going to work. All right, so general error, user ID does not have a default. All right, so yeah, the user ID right there, I forgot. So we could go ahead and copy this. Let's go back to the checkout. I was gonna grab this dynamically, but let's go ahead and do it through the form right here. Let me go right here and paste this in. So this will be the name right there, and the value, it will be auth. And let's go ahead and remove this. So this will be user, and let's give it the ID right there. So save this. Let me go back. All right, so I want to just go back to the checkout form. All right, so yeah, we have to, unfortunately we have to refresh this to see the user ID. All right, so there is the user ID. So now I guess that this is fine. So can speed up the video, that's totally fine with me. All right, so the town. All right, so we go right there for the phone, for the email, and there is the user ID, which we're going to hide, and the price if we click place an order. All right, so unbelievable. Invalidate time format integer value for column or as first name at row 1. All right, so yeah, we left this unbelievable. We left this as an integer, and we're trying to insert characters. So yeah, that's a weird thing right there. We click save. All right, so now it's changing. So let's go ahead and try to submit this once again. All right, so as you can see, finally, welcome to PayPal payment right there. We now click browse. All right, so we should see our record. So there is the first name, the last name, the state, and the address, and all of these right there. So as you can see, there is the price, and there is the user ID, and there is the status, which is processing. So yeah, that's awesome. That's great. So I want to go ahead right now and finish this video because it's taken too long, and in the next one we should actually start using PayPal.